Check out the links in the description. You might find something interesting. Let's get started on the tutorial. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Tall Boy with Short Pants here. This is a new video I tried to do like do something different. I tried to draw on the computer, and to let you know, I'm gonna let you everything that I did, because I didn't really know what I was doing. I was kind of teaching myself as I went on, and you know, I looked around for some internet stuff before I actually got into painting Pein. Okay, so you know, I just want to warn you, this is practice, and this is kind of something new. I didn't really, you know, I'm not like an expert at this, so please be nice, and hope you guys like it. All right. And I did this with a Wacom tablet, to let you know. This was done with a Wacom tablet. I used the mouse for a couple things, but to draw the line art, of course, I used a Wacom tablet. And I don't really remember what the resolution was, but I think it was like, hold on, maybe about, I think it was like 700 by like 1,000 or something like that, or 800 by like 1,000. So yeah, that's really it. And I'm using the sorry guys, oh man, I'm messing up. I'm using the pen tool right now, so I'm using a Wacom tablet, and you know, that's why I'm able to draw them there. And this is like maybe my 4th or 5th drawing I did on the computer, so you know, I'm not really an expert at this, but I'm getting it, you know what I'm saying? So I made sure I put on layers. All right, I made sure I put a layer. The first layer, I drew out the character. I just drew him out. Second layer, I did the line art, which is what I'm doing right now. And basically, you have to set a line. You have to use the line work tool, like a line work canvas or whatever. When you make a new layer, make sure it's the line work layer. So that's how I'm going over with this. And I use the undo quite a lot in this video, and it was very hard to make, especially the eye. I went over the eye. I don't know if you noticed, but I went over the eye like 7 times trying to get the proportions right, because it looks kind of sloppy right now. But yes, and I did leave out, I want to let you know right now, I left out his lip piercings, but I will put it in at the end of the video. And see, the eye, I kind of messed up on that, but I'm going to go back over and fix it, of course. And now I'm working on the line art for the rain symbols. Kind of just fixing things up. And then I made a new layer, because I was already like almost done. I made a new layer, so I put another layer on top to put the piercings on his lips. So once you do this for a while, you'll start to get it. I kind of saved it, so yes, that is right, I saved it so you can draw the character out with me and kind of just follow exactly what I did. This is the color I'm using now. I made a layer saying close. All right, see how I'm erasing around it? Notice how I'm like erasing, and make sure you put the line layer on top of everything that you're gonna color, and set it to multiply. Right click and click multiply, and then you'll be able to get the coloring in perfectly. And then just erase, underline. You'll be able to see how you're seeing through it. But if you just try to draw over it, you're gonna cover up the line. You're gonna be like, where's the line at? So make sure you put the line work on top. You put it on top, and then you put the you put it on multiply. And see how it looks all sloppy right now? But okay, for example, this is how you arrange your layers up. Your hair is like the skin is underneath the hair, right? So you put skin underneath, like, see how I arrange all those layers up? Put it to where they are. Like, skin is usually kind of like underneath everything. It's under the clothes, it's under the piercings, it's under the hair. The hair is underneath what? The headband, right? And the the silver part that I'm kind of working on right now is over the headband. So that way you can kind of get sloppy with it and you don't have to worry about everything. But you could just set it up any either way, but you got to make sure you got to go with the hassle of coloring underneath the lines. See, now I'm kind of just putting in shades, and it kind of looks kind of, I was a little nervous at this point, to be honest with you, because I had no idea what I was doing. But I'm back on the clothes layer, and the tool that I'm using now is the I think, yep, it's the water tool. All right, so I just went over it, and I almost kind of just did it like I was shading. And remember, I'm using a Wacom tablet, so if you don't have a Wacom tablet, you don't feel like drawing it with a mouse, go in the link description, and I will have the line work that I use to paint in, and you can kind of just go with me on this. I'm not a pro on this, but I kind of figured it out, so I know you guys can. All right, and then you can kind of do your own things. You don't have to, copy exactly what I'm doing. All right, so good luck, everybody. All right, what I did, I went back to the piercings layer. Piercings is over the skin, and then I kind of just got off white, and then I kind of, put a little bit of white in it. Then I put a little bit of silver in there, so that way it kind of gives that lustrous shine. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm giving it that lustrous shine, the basic colors. It doesn't look all that professional, but when I smear it up, it's gonna look, see, it's gonna start popping out more, and it's gonna look a lot better. There you go, and the headband's already starting to come out. I had to do the hair. See how I'm kind of just drawing everywhere I want, but you're not seeing it come out right on the headband. That's because the hair is underneath the headband. You understand what I'm saying? I actually kind of got this by watching people on YouTube do this, but I'm trying to help you guys out by, kind of using words or something like that to bring out your potential to paint better. And as for coloring goes, you're going to have to judge that yourself, because that can be tricky at times. Like, I can't really explain how I did the colors. That right there, that's like a gray. You'll be able to figure it out once you do it. But, make sure you zoom in and out. And if you zoom in, you'll be able to get things perfectly. See how what I did was I made I tried to switch out layers, but that wasn't really working out well. And see how I went under, it's under the hair, is under the skin, and this right here is another layer. This isn't the top layer. Like, I made a new layer, and so that way it won't be showing up and stuff, and if I mess up, I can erase, and without having to erase all the other mess that I did, or the skin. Alright, moving on to the hair. Kind of get like a darker color that you want. I messed up, but I went back over it the way I wanted to, using the water tool to blend it all up together, and just keep blending it. Don't it'll look weird. It might look weird at first. You might get a little nervous because this video is really fast. You're gonna be like, oh man, how is he doing this so good? But this took me 3 hours to do this, of just and it took me a few days because I had to put it in video form. So yeah. So I plan on doing these a lot more. This was very fun. Now I'm cleaning up the edges. Remember that this is very important. The line work is on top always. Put the line work on top, and then kind of use your common sense to arrange everything to where things need to be. Like I just said, hair is underneath the headband, skin is underneath everything, clothes is usually on top of everything, so that way you can basically you want to be able to erase things and then not be able to see them and stay the lazy. You can get a little lazy if you want. You don't have to see all the issues that you've been doing and stuff underneath. I'm sure if you kind of just showed everything that I did, it looks like a big pile of mess underneath if I just took out the line work. Okay, so you kind of got to just use the layers to your advantage. And then right here I found a shade for Pein skin, and I'm shading it all up, making it look more realistic. Now onto the background. this for the background, I recommend using the blur instead of the water. You could use water if you want, but I highly recommend using the blur. So to let you know, I really messed up on certain things and stuff like now. So it took me like a bunch of tries to get the background the way I wanted it to look. Now I'm just fixing up the spots that I believe I missed, and I added more detail to the eyes. Now I'm kind of just photoshopping it, and boom, that's it right there. Hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe. Check out my Facebook. God bless.